Good morning. Good Saturday morning. Glad to have you with us. David, Mike, Brett here for the next couple hours talking sports, high school football, new realignment, new playoff format, one round in the books.
Is everybody loving it?
No, you're not going to please everybody. There's plenty out there going to complain.
Yep.
But I like it.
They're going to
I don't know if I
complain
love
because
it,
the
but I
2-8
like it.
team, one team last night got in with one victory
Okay.
on the season, but they won. Now they're in the second round.
You know, there's different ways to look at that.
Yeah,
Those seniors on that team with one win
They
would
love
never
it.
get another shot
that's right.
at going to the playoffs
They
and
love
playing in a
it.
playoff game.
Yeah, that's
you know?
right. Something to remember.
Look at the positive side and not the
Yeah,
negative.
that part
Yeah, I
doesn't,
am.
doesn't bother me at
yeah,
all.
so-
No, I'm
it
not
out
talking
there.
about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying in general. What, Brett?
I said that part doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
It's the teams having a week off,
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
that.
I
and
do
then you're
not
then
like
you're
the
playing
bye.
somebody that's coming in
Hot.
hot.
They're on a one-game winning streak at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
that's the part I don't like.
the team you're going to play is
Yeah.
at least on a one-game.
I'm not
winning
loving
streak.
that either, the bye.
Good morning, Mike Painter. Glad to have you along this morning, sir. Thanks for keeping me updated last night on that Bandy's massacre. Last night, the Trojans scoring 71 points last night.
Wow.
In a game that was 14-14, and it's like you blinked your eyes and it was 49-14 or something like that. I mean, it was just points after. I don't know. They had to have multiple one-play drives as fast as they were scoring the football last night in that
I
game.
don't know what their average yardage gain per snap was.
Well, I'm going to guess it dropped drastically in the second half. They were probably very conservative in the second half, running clock,
Yeah.
things like that. Turn your lights on, Mike,
Your lights on. I'm sorry.
and your volume off. But, you know, I do like the new format. I'm okay with it. We have long deserved 8 champs in every sport, not just football, like we had for 20 years. We had football double, 8 state champs in football for 20 years.
Right.
But that left the other schools, the other sports out. But I am glad to see that because most of the schools' classifications are much smaller than what we had. Like, I think in 2A and 3A in the past we had 105 or more, maybe up to 115 in those, and now it's more moderate.
And we had schools playing 4A. Now they're 7 or 8A, and we had schools playing 2A. Now they're 5A. So there was a lot of disparity.
There was. You're right.
between
Yes.
student population.
Yes, much closer now. If
Yeah.
you look at it, I mean, just about every. You would think now every school is within, 500 students maybe.
Yeah.
Of each
It's
other,
much
the
more
smallest to the
reasonable.
largest. Yeah, it is more reasonable. But we will definitely get into high school football. Mike and I saw West Lincoln win last night. Brett went and watched St. Stephen's win in overtime over Mount Tabor in a thriller there.
He saw the best one.
Yeah, he said very few flags in that game. He witnessed. Maybe I'm thinking about a different one. I've not seen a game this year with very few flags.
Haven't either.
How many last night where we were? Do you remember that?
I can't look at. I don't know. It wasn't overwhelming.
It wasn't. It
No.
wasn't because that's the first thing I thought about. But
Probably 5 or 6 on each team.
yeah,
something
okay.
like that.
I was going to
Reasonable
guess
amount.
15, but
There might have been
You're-
12,
you're
14
saying- yeah.
flags. Yeah,
Well, the
I'll
game
look
I
at
saw, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was poorly officiated. There weren't a lot of conferences after plays. Not much standing around.
that's good.
They
That's
did.
good.
They threw a lot of flags, but I mean, they made their call and
They were
moved on.
confident in it.
Yeah.
They were confident in it. And you know what? I'm not saying some games don't deserve 20 flags.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
They do. But it just seems like they're always the one I'm at here lately. It seems that way. Anyway, just looking at a couple of headlines, I did not realize Ole Miss today at home. You guys know the opponent of Ole Miss today?
No.
Without looking? I would have not known without looking or without seeing it.
Are we in
it's-
that
it's
week where
break
the
time.
SEC takes the day off?
Well, not everybody. I think they all have different.
Yeah, there's some big games.
Yeah, but Citadel at Ole Miss
Oh,
today.
okay.
But Lane Kiffin and crew can't afford to have a letdown I don't even think they can let that game be close
No,
Because right now they are in the playoffs, are they not?
they are.
When it was announced this last Tuesday night, I need to.
Yeah, I don't
find
think it. I don't think it hurts them if that game's close at all.
Do you not?
Nah.
Okay. You know,
But the spread's 51.5. That seems like too much.
51 and a
well, let
half.
me tell you about too much. If I bet that they won't cover that spread, they'll win by 52. That's the way my luck goes. But that is an awful big spread. I wonder if that's the biggest spread.
So if that game ends up 35-7, I don't think that hurts them any.
Well,
If they beat them by 28 instead of 51.
well, I can't say there one way or another either. But that's the first one that caught my eye. Now, a really good game coming on at high noon today, BYU and TTU, Texas Tech University.
Yeah.
Both of these fighting for
Very
playoff
much in
spots
the playoff
as well. As a
picture.
matter of fact, they are. If it ended this past week, they would be in the playoffs. The Brigham Young would have been the 7 seed, and Texas Tech the 8.
We're just looking at one Big 12 team to get in, the champion.
Is
What
that
do you think?
Texas Tech?
Well, either one, right?
Well, right now.
Well, right now,
it shows Texas Tech.
Texas Tech has a conference loss.
Do they?
BYU does
BYU doesn't have any losses.
Oh, okay. They're both in that conference, and that's 2 teams in it.
Yeah.
As we speak.
Yeah.
2 teams in it.
not in it as we
Well,
speak.
the thing is, those 2 teams might meet again. They have a conference championship game, right?
Oh, yeah, they could definitely
So-
meet again.
So they could, if whoever wins today loses in their next meeting, maybe they both get in.
So the first bracket that came out that showed the projected teams getting in is Memphis taking on Georgia. That's a 12 and a 5. The 9 and a 8 is Oregon and Texas Tech. The 11 and the 6, Virginia. How about that? Can you believe that Virginia? Would you have thought that at the beginning of the
No
year?
way.
That
What's
Virginia,
the guy's name there? Tony?
Bennett?
Wrong sport.
Oh, okay.
What's
Tony
his name? Tony
Elliott.
Stewart, Tony Oliver.
Elliott.
Elliott. Used to be at Clemson. He was on Clemson's staff at one time.
Mm.
Really turned it around.
They
Wow.
might be ready to bring him back.
Son of TS.
Yeah.
Mike, you know who that is? I know you bound to know who that is.
T.S. Eliot,
Yeah.
English poet.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oregon and Texas Tech, Virginia and Ole Miss, Notre Dame and BYU, and your 4 teams getting buys. Who's the? Okay, don't think about it now. Think about it at the beginning of the year. Indiana has got to be the most obvious surprise, or are they or not? That would be that would get a bye. Alabama, Ohio State, Texas A&M would probably be my second, but Indiana. Indiana made the playoffs last year, right?
Yeah.
But they lost. Did they lose in the first round? Do you guys remember?
Yeah, Notre Dame beat
They
them.
did.
First round.
Notre Dame beat them.
Yep. But this looks like a whole different team to me. I mean,
They look a lot better.
Yeah, better on offense.
I still think Ohio State would you take Ohio State or the field?
I'd take the field.
Yeah, I would too.
Ohio State just looks really good in their defense. I mean, their defense is their strength. You know, they're going to score some points, but that defense is really hard to break. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, the only place they're not as good as last year, the quarterback, he doesn't have the experience
Yeah,
of
Julian
Will
Sagan.
Howard.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if their running backs are quite as good as
Their receivers are.
Judkins
I'll tell you
and,
that.
well, they are loaded at receiver.
Jeremiah
Seems like
Smith,
every
probably
year.
the best player
Yeah.
in the country.
Yeah, he might be
He's
the
only a
best.
sophomore.
He might
he's
be the
got a-
best receiver on earth.
Yeah, he may be the best receiver.
and they do have Bo Jackson at running
Anywhere.
back, but not that Bo
Bo
Jackson.
Jackson at running back. Yeah. Good morning, Monty. Monty says good morning from Johnson City, Tennessee,
Johnson City.
this morning. Yeah. It got up this morning. It had rained a little bit last night. Wasn't as cool as the other mornings have been with all the cloud cover overnight, but they say it's coming.
Yeah,
the
52 for a high on
that right?
Monday.
Is that right?
That's what I'm hearing.
But by the end of the week, isn't it warm again? Like around 70?
Yeah, just a little cold dip for a couple days, maybe.
Hey, I want I want you guys to think of something here real quick while we're talking about this college football playoff. Memphis, Georgia, Oregon, Texas Tech, Virginia, Ole Miss, Notre Dame, BYU, Alabama, Ohio State, A&M, Texas A&M, and Indiana. Who's your first team off that list that won't make it?
Run by it one more time.
No, Virginia.
I know it's not going to be in the teams with the buys.
But there's got to be an ACC team in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't think it'll be Virginia.
I don't either.
Well, who you think? Okay, who do you think will take that spot?
Whoever
I don't even
beats
know
them,
what the
whoever
standings
beats
are.
them in the championship.
Okay.
But who would that be? I mean,
Who would they play? Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Is Miami out of it
How
now?
about Louisville? Are they out of it?
Well, let me see their standings.
How about my Dukies?
Virginia Tech's 5-0.
Wait a minute, this is our chance.
I mean Virginia.
Will it be Carolina?
That we know for sure.
Okay.
No.
Will it be State?
Okay. Virginia's 5-0 in the conference. These 5 teams have one loss.
I know.
Georgia Tech, Pitt, Louisville, SMU, and Duke
Don't forget about Pitt.
all
Don't
have
sleep
one
on
loss
Pitt.
in the conference. So it could be any of them.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the best team in the ACC?
Well, I thought Miami was.
Yeah. And
That's-
they probably still
probably
are.
That's still the
still
team
are,
that would scare me
talent-wise.
the
Yeah, they
most.
probably
but
still are.
I don't-
Talent-wise.
But
I don't know. Louisville's
But their path to get to the ACC
And
championship
I really
is
like
different.
Louisville's good.
I really like their coach too. I'm a little surprised.
But
you know,
Louisville's loss was to Virginia.
Yeah.
So maybe we're just overlooking Virginia.
Yeah.
Well, we just can't believe that, it could that kind of turnaround in one season from doormat in the ACC.
I mean, I thought it was Georgia Tech until NC State. I mean, they couldn't stop NC
Couldn't
State
stop
at all.
NC State.
Yeah. That was I think that was in the conference. That was a surprise of the week.
Yeah.
The way they were just able to move the ball at will.
And one of those games was not a conference. Somebody lost. Virginia lost to NC State, right? But it was a non-conference game.
Non-conference
Yeah.
game.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's the first I knew of that.
So Virginia's 8-1. Their one loss was to NC State, but they're 5-0 in conference play.
Okay, Brett, let me ask you this. What's the Duke's remaining schedule? I know they got UConn today, but what do they got left in the conference?
Virginia, North Carolina, Wake Forest.
Okay. Well,
And
They-
Virginia's at home.
they could win all 3 of
They
those
could.
and get into the championship game.
And that's who?
Duke?
Wow, wouldn't that be? That'd be strange too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, what if you get like a Duke and Pitt in the ACC championship?
Yeah.
What would the
That would be-
attendance be for that one?
Not too good at the old.
where is the game?
Is it still in Charlotte?
Still in Charlotte.
You know what?
Or even, I mean, take Duke out. What if it's SMU and Pitt? You
Yeah.
know?
I've been to a couple of those.
But Duke's not going.
championship
Duke's not
games.
going to bring a
Yeah,
lot of
me
people.
too.
I don't care who's in it. It just doesn't. The conference championships don't just really don't
Yeah.
thrill me that much.
No.
It would be weird to see those two in it, which means
Well,
one of
and
them
when
would be
you get-
going to the
When you get a
playoffs.
big time conference like say Georgia and Texas A&M
Yeah.
meet in that one, if Georgia has
That will fill up the place.
all it can really do is hurt somebody. That's what I hate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just an extra loss for somebody
That's right.
that like would be better off not playing in that championship game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially if both teams are in, why can't they just opt out
Yeah,
of that game? You know why they can't?
too much money.
Millions of dollars
Yeah.
going to
That's
change
right.
hands. And it will.
Or like Ohio State and Oregon, if that
yeah,
that game
they could meet again.
it's not going to do any good for either one of them.
Now
if
last
both of
year,
them are already
Oregon
in.
won the first game. Ohio State won the title, right? And then that could.
They didn't play in the title game.
Oh, they did not.
No,
Okay.
they beat Oregon in the playoff.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought they
Oregon
played twice.
Oregon beat. Was it Indiana? Or was Penn State in it? Might have been Oregon and Penn State.
Penn
in the
State's on that end of a lot of
Big Ten
scores.
championship.
Penn State.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
feel bad for them, but Penn State's on the bottom
And
end
then
of a
they
lot of those.
completely laid an egg
games.
against Ohio State. That game was over in the first 5
Oregon
minutes.
did.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah, that was awful.
God.
Do you think that'll happen if they play again this year? Or be much closer? They might still lose, but I think it'd be much
I
closer.
think it'll be closer.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, what I was going to ask you guys this: if you're make yourself an Ohio State fan for a minute.
Oh,
No, I couldn't do it.
Painful.
Being the defending champion and knowing you've got that to fall back on, would you rather beat Michigan, lose in the playoff, or lose to Michigan? I mean, yeah. Would you rather lose to Michigan and win it all, or beat Michigan and not win it all?
okay. You can answer the same question just by saying, let that be basketball and it be Duke and North Carolina. Which
Yeah.
one you want?
No, but it's different.
Because
Ohio State's lost 4 years in a row to Michigan.
oh,
That
4 in a
hurts a
row.
lot more.
Yeah, if it's 4 in a row, yeah.
Duke losing 4 in a row to Carolina, not that big of a deal because you
Yeah.
get to play them at least twice every year.
Well, if I'm a guy, if I'm somebody on that team, I want the national title.
Yeah.
More people aren't going to.
Yeah, but on that team, yeah, but a fan.
Yeah.
I think
Wow,
beating
as a
I
fan.
think beating Michigan this year would be bigger to them than winning
the
another
title.
national
Well,
title.
if they don't beat Michigan this year, they may never beat them because
Michigan's pretty good.
but they're pretty good. But Ohio
Yeah.
State is.
They're
just,
good enough to beat Ohio State. I
You think?
Yeah, I think
Where's
so.
the game at this year?
At Michigan.
Oh, the big
Yeah.
house.
That does help.
Yeah.
Help the Michigan.
And I was
cause-
reading the other day,
and that
something
would make their
said
season too.
Yeah.
if Michigan hadn't scheduled Oklahoma non-conference game, if they had just scheduled some cupcake, they'd be in the playoff right now.
Really?
But because they scheduled a tough non-conference game and lost, they have 2 losses and they're
See,
not in.
Yeah, because most of those Big Ten teams are notorious for scheduling cupcakes.
Yeah. If they had a
conference
Penn State
play.
type schedule,
Yeah.
they'd be in the
Yeah,
playoff
well-
right now.
Yeah.
Don't they have an RPI? I mean,
Their one loss was to Southern Cal, and it was bad, but
was
Yeah.
it?
but they've won all their
Southern
all
Cal's
their
been
other
kind of
games.
up and down though. They've been good at times.
No, they still. I mean, obviously they still got to play Ohio State, and
Yeah.
the chances are they lose that one, so that would knock them out
Southern
anyway.
Cal was in
but
a good game with Northwestern last night. Who won that one? I hadn't even seen
Southern Cal,
it. Did they?
Didn't
Okay.
they? Yeah. I had it on, fell asleep before
Yeah,
it
me
ended.
too. I had it on.
yeah, 38-17.
That's a program too that it's just hard to get a handle on. How good is Southern Cal? How good can they be?
Well, I
They're
think,
very talented.
I think
Yeah.
they've got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
They lost to Notre Dame. Who else? Do you remember?
I got to find them here.
Yeah, I was just wondering about that.
It
Who-
seemed like they lost to like a middle of the road.
they
Big
lose
Ten
games.
teams.
They'll lose a
Yeah.
game they shouldn't lose.
Right.
You know,
Illinois,
well, that's not too bad.
about 2.
No, Illinois
Yeah.
early on was considered
Yeah.
a Big Ten
And
strong.
they hadn't beat anybody
Till
good.
they
They
ran
just,
into Indiana.
They hadn't played anybody good.
Indiana, man. Thing
Uh,
about it, Indiana's crushed everybody.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, they got the transfer quarterback from where did he come from? California? I can't remember. But he's been unbelievable.
Southern Cal
Yeah, this other gal.
may have. Never know. Yep. Just makes me wonder. You know, if
I think it was Cal. Was it Cal or Stanford? It
There's
was
one of
them.
those West Coast schools that Indiana got its quarterback from.
This is how much respect Michigan has. Butch says, beat that. And I'm going to say this. He says, beat the Michigan Wolverines. Of course, he puts TTUN, which you know what that stands for. I know it's up north. What's the other part?
That team.
That team, yeah. That team
Yeah.
up north.
The team up north.
Which, you know, tells you a lot about Ohio State. They can't even remember
Yeah.
who their opponent is. That's like who does it make look worse when the Carolina fans wear DOOK shirts? To
Yeah.
me, it makes them look worse because they don't even know how to spell
Don't
it,
know how to spell it.
which is great. And it also is a lot of respect for that program that they would wear a shirt like that they want to beat Duke that bad. But same thing in Michigan. It's the biggest football rivalry in the nation. I wouldn't say by far, but it is still the biggest. Yeah, I remember watching it as a kid.
You
And
putting
you
it
do too,
above the
Mike.
Wed Wivel Wobbly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And the main reason is these teams are winning national titles, Mike.
Right. I knew you was going to say that.
No, I don't think there's near as much hate between Oklahoma and Texas as there is
No, I don't either.
Michigan and Ohio
I
State.
think
Yeah, I think that is true.
They want to beat each other, and they want to beat each other bad, but just pure hate, no.
No.
The pure
I'd say
hate-
Auburn, Alabama has the next most amount of hatred
Yeah.
between the
Well,
fans.
You know, it depends on what all you judge it by. It could be first. Poisoning trees
Yeah.
on campus.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, things like that. I mean, it gets a little out of hand at times. Let's see. Lenny says, I would rather North Carolina beat Duke this year in football than win a national championship. Ha ha. I think he's joking there with that ha
boy
ha at the
joking.
end.
Well, they have a chance to do one.
Well, ask Lenny, would you rather beat Duke? Now, say they only play one time. Would you rather beat Duke in a regular season, or would you rather win a national title?
Well,
I
no,
can
he's
tell
going
you,
to say national
yeah,
title.
I would. In basketball, I definitely would take the national title.
But it's because they have this 4-game losing streak. That's why I think it means so much right now for Ohio State to
I
beat
know.
Michigan. That would be like Carolina having a 12-game losing streak to Duke.
And break the streak.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that. But the only thing is, I hope either of the 4 teams we're talking about hang a banner in their stadium saying we beat Michigan or we beat Carolina that year, whatever it may be. But you do hang one if you win a national title.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, it may mean a lot at that moment, but 5-10 years down the road, you want that national title banner hanging in your stadium or Coliseum, whichever it may be. We got into the rivalries pretty quick this morning. If Duke and Carolina, and Brett's already answered the football, Alabama and Auburn are, but that's so one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alabama Auburn's one-sided. The Michigan and Ohio State, along with Carolina and Duke, they're pretty even.
Mm-hmm.
But that the other one's so one-sided. Who is the second one in basketball? If football second is Alabama Auburn, who's the second biggest rivalry
In basketball?
Yeah, I mean, because nothing jumped in my mind.
I know.
Is it Michigan Ohio State? I mean, they're not
I
not near as
doubt it.
many
How about
titles.
Kentucky,
won.
Louisville in basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they
That'd
hate
be-
each other.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. That's a good
But
one.
But they don't play every year either, do
Yeah, they do.
They do
They
play?
do play.
Okay.
Just one non-conference.
Yeah,
game.
but it's so early in the season. It's hard,
Mhm.
The game's just not that important.
I wonder how that one stands all time in basketball.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Because Kentucky
They actually play
has
on,
more national titles. all
Tuesday.
Oh,
time.
yeah.
They play Tuesday.
Do they?
Yeah.
You might make me watch that. Just
Kentucky's-
talking
Louisville
about it.
has how many national titles? Let's see. They won 2 under Denny Crum.
Uh,
And then Pitino won 1, which was later.
well, if I, my first guess right off the bat when you said that, I was going to say 4.
That's what I'm thinking.
But I don't even know
4.
if they won 4. Lenny would know the answer to that,
Well,
I bet. But
Yeah, I was thinking 2,
They
maybe
beat,
3.
I know they beat Duke
Yeah.
in '86.
And I'm giving them the Patino one. I'm not taking away
I'm not taking
vacated.
away the
they
Pitino
won
one,
it.
no.
I watched him win
Well,
it.
didn't Denny Crum win like in '80 and then again? I want to say he won.
Did he
in
win
80.
too?
that's
think
like
he won 2.
taking Garner's state championship in Legion Ball away. It's still
Yeah.
they still won it.
Still
right?
won
They
it,
still
yeah.
won it. Yeah, that's the first thing comes to my mind.
Crum won
when-
at least 2.
They
maybe
won
more.
3. 1980, 86, and 2013.
2013. Okay.
2013, the most recent. And who
Mhm.
was some players on that squad? It was Patino's.
Yeah. That was that Russ Smith and Peyton Siva. They were the 2 guards.
Peyton Siva's guard. I remember him.
That's about all I remember.
Yeah. In '80, I know.
That's quietly doing
They
it.
call Louisville the Doctors of Dunk. Daryl. I can't think of the guy's name.
Griffith.
Daryl Griffith.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about
That one, Nolan Smith's dad was on one of
He
those
was on
teams.
one of Derek Smith.
Derek
was on
Smith.
one of
the
those.
freshman center. What was his name that beat Duke in the finals?
Oh yeah, never nervous Purvis
Purvis
Ellison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
His name will live in infamy.
Yep.
Yeah.
He didn't really have a great pro career though, did
No.
he?
No.
I don't even know how his career went after
I don't.
his
either.
freshman
I don't
year.
think he was, all that. I mean,
This is pretty interesting here. And Ed says, remember the government of Kentucky made them play every year when they tried to stop. Well, you know what? That's one time government did something good.
something good finally.
Kentucky has 8 national titles.
8. Yep. UCLA, I'm sure the most.
I only say 4 modern day.
How many under Adolph Rupp? It had to be at least 4 or 5, I would think.
That's that's going way back there to Adolph Rupp. Let's see.
He won 4.
4.
Okay, Lenny's talking about Louisville here. Said beat UCLA in 1980 with the Doctors of Dunk.
Yep.
The Bruins were coached by Larry Brown at that time.
Yeah.
Larry Brown's had
He's coached everybody.
He has. That's what I was going to say. A phenomenal coaching career because he's been successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just about everywhere.
Seems like he took UCLA at least to the Final Four once or twice.
Yep. All right, it's time to take our first time out. We got a couple other topics to talk about before we hit the high school football scene, which weird last night. Weird with so many teams not in action last night, but still got a pretty full scoreboard to give you after this break. I'll go ahead and do my lyrics to start with. Let's see. Yeah, well, I heard some people talking just the other day. Back in a moment.
Dr. John Cloninger III is celebrating 25 years of practice here in Lincolnton. Dr. Cloninger's pedigree originates from his father, mother, and uncle and continues with his brother and cousin. The name is an icon in the field of dentistry. Dr. Cloninger has dedicated himself to his patients and community and continues to lead by example. He has heard his whole life, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He wants to sustain the family name and proceed by offering the best reasonable treatment possible. Dr. John Cloninger III, 904 Doncha Drive in Lincolnton. Call 704-735-0765.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Call Mooney Insurance in Maiden or East Lincoln Insurance in Denver or visit MooneyInsurance.com.
Make 2025 the year you move into your new home from Key Builders of Lincoln. Let Key Builders help you make your dream home a reality and do it this year. Visit them online at keybuildersnc.com and check out their photo galleries. They are a licensed general contractor with over 20 years of building history and experience. Make 2025 the year of your new home. See your dream come true at Key Builders, 1459 North Aspen Street in Lincoln. Like them on Facebook too.
Stop by Lowe's Home Improvement in Lincolnton for great deals on the items you need. Is it time to freshen up your lawn? Select potting soil from Miracle Grow and Stay Green. Buy 3 bags, get 3 bags free. Need to feed your lawn? Get a free bag of Scott's Green Max with a purchase of Bag Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action. Freshen up your exterior with select exterior paint and stain. Buy 2, get 1 free. All offers good while supplies last. Lowe's Home Improvement in Lincolnton, your go-to stop for all things around the house.
You guys having a party too?
Yeah, just having some friends over for the game. Is that safe?
More plugs, more power.
You're all ready for the game. 4 new outlets, all with USB, and the projector's hooked up to a new dedicated line.
Oh, heck no.
What happened to the game? He likes to do it all himself, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's Bob Malarkey.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Zeus Auto Repair and Performance at 1122 South Aspen Street in Lincolnton now have 4 North Carolina licensed state inspectors on site. Need automotive work? They are the best. Oil changes, brakes, car detailing, and suspension work. You'll be in and out before you know it. Stop in and see the guys at Zeus Auto Repair and Performance at 1122 South Aspen Street in Lincolnton. Hours of business, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 704-240-3061. Zeus Auto Repair and Performance.
Notary services available on site as well.
Couple messages rolling in here. Lenny says Kentucky legislators forced Kentucky and Louisville to play. That follows up what Ned had said there, which is I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm not against it.
I mean, what or what?
Yeah. What are you going to do? That's right. What are you going to do if they don't? What are you going to do to them? Close the program down, shut down the universities? I don't know about that. Jason says, good morning, to quote the character Stringer Bell from The Wire, which I started watching The Wire, watched several seasons, but I don't know why I've never went back to it. I need to because that is a very interesting
I want to tell you about a new TV show I heard about.
A mess in Baltimore is what that is in The Wire. But it says, put the word on the street. This is the quote. Put the word on the street and let everyone know we are back. Oh, he's talking about his Tar Heels.
Oh.
They have now won 1 in a row. Let's see. They do need to beat Kansas.
I think they won 2.
Have they won 2? They do need to beat Kansas, though. And is Bill Self safe?
Bill Self?
Yeah, I think he's
Is he?
I think he's a lifetime contract.
Yeah. That a lot of times it's what have you done for me lately?
Well, that's true. We've seen the string of firings in college football this year of D1 guys.
But now I will say this:
is any job safe?
Has he won 2 national titles at Kansas?
Yeah.
That helps you. James Franklin has 2 less than that.
Yeah. He'd never won one.
At Penn
or
State,
sniffed it.
so.
Well, he sniffed it last year.
Yep. God, Jason, you got to be kidding me. Now, I know they don't play every year, but he said that's the first time Carolina beat Kansas since 2002.
Gosh.
How many wins was that for Kansas in that in amount of time? I just figured they would go back and forth.
Didn't he meet once in the Final Four during one of Roy's years?
Yeah. They did because I took some jabs. I was on a cruise ship at that time and with a whole bunch of people. And most of them were Carolina fans, so yeah, I took my jab.
Well, they lost to them in the national championship game.
They did
3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say it's 5 or 6. It was probably 5 or 6 wins in a row for Kansas.
Yep. This is I was having a little trouble reading this, but I do like the way that Ned followed up with the lyrics there. Let's go ahead and get those out of the way because most people know those. It's a very popular song. Yeah. Well, I heard some people talking just the other day, and they said you were going to put me on a shelf. Already Gone by the Eagles.
Already Gone.
Yep.
Baby.
Yep, Already Gone by the Eagles. Eagles have so many really good songs that you can lyrics different, tunes kind of sound a little bit alike, get some of those songs like Already Gone mixed up with 2 or 3 others, but
favorite Eagles
I like
song.
them all. Me? Oh. That's a good. Take It Easy.
Yeah, lyrically, I like that one.
I know it is one of the most popular, but it's great. I mean,
it is. Yeah. Lyrically, too. Yeah.
Standing on a Corner in Winslow, Arizona.
Yeah.
How you beat that?
You can't beat that. Which is now a thing because they have a monument or something there, right?
Yes.
In Winslow.
They have a flatbed Ford sitting there on the corner. They sure do. Suitcase Larry Brown may be the only coach to win a national championship and an NBA title. I think he is still the only one to do that. Or did Pitino?
To do what?
Win a national title and an NBA title.
Pitino he didn't win an NBA.
I didn't think so.
Now, he's won with multiple college teams.
Lenny says UNC had lost 5 in a row to Kansas, but last night's win tied the all-time series at 7 apiece. Jason says the same, 5 in a row. Kansas had defeated Carolina. Final Four was 2008, and then the title game in 22, just a couple years ago. Who were the other 2 teams in the Final Four that year?
Carolina beat Duke.
Carolina beat Duke. That's right. Another shot.
Was it Kansas and Villanova? Is that who they beat?
Kansas and Villanova.
Seems like they beat Villanova.
Yeah, Villanova had a pretty good run.
And then Carolina had a big lead on Kansas in that championship game early.
Oh, really?
They went up like 15 or so in the first half.
It sounds like they were up last night fairly big. Then the lead dwindled, and then they built it back and never did let them overcome it.
Well, okay, they got this fabulous freshman, right? Caleb Wilson, I believe his name is, a guard, had 24 last night.
Mm-hmm. It don't matter what year they are, Mike.
I don't know if he's a guard. I know he's, but I know he's good.
It don't matter what year they are. They're all one and done.
That's right.
If they're great.
You want,
they're
that's
great,
just it.
they're
You
one
want a
and
guy
done.
to come in and be really good and great, and then you only get him for 1 year. I mean, that's just
yeah.
college basketball today.
He's
It's crazy.
6'10".
6'10"?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They start 3 guys over 6'10" or taller.
Oh, so Carolina finally got back to
Yeah,
some
they're
size.
big.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a transfer from.
That's when they're usually their best with good big men.
That's right.
Where was that guy from? Arizona, maybe? Vassar?
Is he standing on the corner?
Yeah. Well, he's not from Arizona. That's the last school he was at.
Oh, okay.
He's from, I don't know what that is.
Estonia?
Another country.
Not Gastonia.
Estonia.
He's definitely not from Gastonia.
On TV last night, let's see who this is coming from here. This is Ned on TV last night. They shared
Already too much time on Carolina basketball.
That Self had second. Because basketball hadn't even started yet. It starts in February. On TV, had a second successful heart procedure over the summer. Now, didn't he have like a murmur or something? That's a heart murmur.
Who is that?
Bill Self.
Bill Self.
I hadn't heard anything about that.
I think I did.
I mean, a while back. This was a couple
Yeah.
years ago. He had a
Yeah.
procedure, too.
He did.
He also says Larry Brown, head coach of the Carolina Cougars of ABA. Yes, everybody. If you follow basketball, you know that.
But Duke basketball has got, in the next month, they got Kansas, Arkansas, Florida, Michigan State, Texas Tech. They might win.
These texts, they hadn't sent me one thing about.
They might lose 3 or 4 of those games.
All these things here,
but
they hadn't sent me one text.
It doesn't
about
matter.
Duke beating Texas. I haven't seen one yet from Jason or Lenny or Ned. Jason says tell the 2 halves. Lenny says Caleb Wilson 6'10", and he says Self did have a second procedure over the summer, and I don't know exactly what it is. I know it's heart related though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows. I think that it is heart related. I want to get back to college football, a little bit here. Georgia, Mississippi today, Indiana, Penn State. Could this make Penn State's season?
No.
Because
nothing will help.
They've already done too much negative.
Yeah, it won't help.
I mean, it would be a big win, especially for whoever's coaching them right now.
Yeah.
They're not going to beat Indiana. There's no way.
Where's it at?
It's at
Happy
Penn
Valley?
State. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the next head coach at Penn State is not on the staff, is he?
I wouldn't think so.
I don't even know who the interim is.
They've lost 5 in a row.
Oh wow! After starting what 4-0 or so,
3 or 4. Terry Smith is the head coach.
I remember that, and I saw him interviewed last week, and I liked him. I really did like him. And they were in the game at half, and as he went into halftime in that interview, he said, "We have got a chance." And then they come out the second half and got blew out. And maybe that's not his fault. Maybe that's just the discrepancy in the talent.
Yeah, 17-14 at halftime.
Yeah. Yep, very close.
Well, who's going to be the group of 5 team that gets in? I mean, I see a score here: Tulane 38, Memphis 32 from last night. I thought those 2 teams were sort of.
Are you
in the
are you
running.
trying to slip Oklahoma in that that group of 5?
I wish I could. But,
They So who did you have in your bracket? Was it Georgia and Memphis?
Oh, the one I was looking at.
Yeah,
yeah. That's
but
not,
then
that's not my bracket.
But then Memphis lost since then.
They
Since
just
that
lost
came
last
out.
night.
So yeah,
Oh, did they?
that bumped
Okay.
them.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Tulane now.
Yeah.
Could be Tulane.
Yep. And just to be quite honest, let's see. Tulane. Wow, wouldn't that be something? There's nobody else.
So playoff.
Not that I'm trying
There's
to
no
take it away
Boise
from,
State this year
No,
with
no.
national recognition.
Yeah, I'm not trying to take it away from them for sure. But,
I don't see any of those teams in the top 25.
oh, really?
But it doesn't matter. One of them's still getting in.
Yeah.
Memphis was ranked 22nd in the AP poll.
is there a chance somebody climbs up and maybe in a top 15? I don't know what the rest of their schedule is, but I would like for there to be some kind of stipulation, right, where you couldn't just put somebody in there because you had to put one.
Yeah.
Don't you think you still should have some kind of RPI or ranking or
Hey,
something?
you ought to at least have to be in the top 25.
Yeah,
at least.
yeah. I mean,
Or have so good of a record. I mean,
you're gonna put somebody in there that just because they get a berth and they just going to get beat 60-0. I mean,
Hey guys, how about Georgia at Mississippi State? Any chance of a mega upset?
in a word, no.
Okay. Mississippi
yeah.
State has
It
been
don't matter.
better.
Georgia.
I don't know anything about Mississippi State.
Who did Georgia play last week? Was that the cocktail party or was that 2 weeks ago?
That was
They've
last
had to
week.
come
That was
from
last
behind
week.
in almost every SEC game. To
I
win.
guess they could have a little letdown because
after the cocktail party.
Yeah. Hangover effect.
Yeah. Well, I guess then the big game has got to be BYU Texas Tech nationally. Am I right? I mean, it looks pretty big.
That one and yeah, I guess that's it. They're both top 10. I was thinking Texas A&M Missouri, but
well, yeah, that's pretty big that's a big one.
Georgia.
and also
Mississippi
Oregon
State,
at Iowa.
Yeah, that's a
Iowa's ranked 20th.
That is, and that's a tough place to play.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It really is a tough place to play. So, yeah, I don't know what to.
But that just seems like, I mean, Oregon can play physical and run the ball.
Yeah.
So it's like they're a better version of Iowa to me.
Yeah, I still want to see Oregon win a national title at some point. I'd like to see them.
How many runner-up finishes for them too?
I don't
think
know.
it is.
I don't know. That's
In the playoff era, or at least when they had 4 teams.
Yeah, they lost in the title game to Auburn.
Yeah.
One time with Cam Newton.
I
I don't know if they've been in another.
I think so. I want to say they lost to Florida State, but I could be wrong.
Not sure about that one either. LSU Alabama. What's going to happen in what if LSU upsets Alabama?
No way.
They shouldn't.
No.
Not at Alabama for sure. And
what's LSU done since?
They
haven't played. This is their first game since the firing of
Is it?
Brian Kelly.
So who is the interim coach there? Any idea? I mean, one of the coordinators.
Frank Wilson.
Okay. Tells me nothing.
No.
So
Same here.
Yeah. Yeah. Ned says, "Get ready, Brett. Navy takes down Notre Dame today." Nah, he didn't say that. He wouldn't say that. He said, "No, I do not expect Navy."
No, but I hate Navy
to
lost
win.
last week. They lost. They could have been coming in 8-0, and they lost to North Texas.
The Mean Green.
So they would have been ranked had they won that game and would have made it a bigger game. But
he said he just hopes it's respectable. Well, one thing you can say, I don't care what the score is at the end, it's going to be respectable because those two programs respect each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you already got that going for you, Ned. And they're classy programs too.
Well, Notre Dame has a lot of these respectful rivalries.
Yeah.
If you take out Southern Cal, like Boston College,
I knew that was coming.
they've always played Boston College, and that's two Catholic schools.
Yep.
I mean, Boston College has
what has
never
happened to
been
that
an elite program. Yeah,
I know, but they have had good.
And they played Notre Dame pretty well last week.
They have had much better times. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it seems like they always have a couple good star NFL caliber players, but not right now. I don't think they have much of anything.
Well, Notre Dame is like Southern Cal and like Alabama and like Ohio State right now, even and Michigan. They are a targeted. They're an opponent that everybody's going to play their best usually against. Because this is the one chance to make a name for yourself for some of the programs. So I could see Boston College giving it everything they had in that game. It was played at Notre Dame, was it not?
No, it was at Boston
Was it?
College.
Okay.
Yeah. Today's at Notre Dame. The Navy game is at home.
Yeah, the Northeast does not usually have very good college football. It has a history of being poor, but Boston College has always been one that kind of gives them a little bit of life. I mean, there are a lot of years they go 8-2, or but haven't seen it lately. The great Tom Coughlin used to have some good teams back in the day, but don't know.
Tom O'Brien, who went
Tom
on to
O'Brien.
coach at NC State, had a couple pretty good teams up there.
Where is the guy that was the Patriots offensive coordinator? Is he the Boston College coach?
You think about
Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien.
Yeah. Where
is he now?
Is he the head coach at BC?
Yeah.
I saw him
think
on
he
TV
is.
recently.
Yeah,
he
I
is.
think he is.
Okay.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, the O'Brien you mentioned made me think of Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even though I didn't know for sure, I thought I'd seen him on TV recently doing are you guys for the or against, or do you even care about the interviews as they go to the locker room at the half of the
Nah.
coaches?
You don't usually hear anything but coaches speak.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I heard a good one from, I think it was Hugh Freeze. Is he Auburn?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said,
Formerly
He
of
was.
Auburn. Formerly of
Yeah.
Auburn.
He was last week.
I had to agree with him. He said, we don't get a D break. He said, maybe we'll get, no, he ended his interview with that. Maybe when we come back out, we'll get a D break.
Yeah.
I
Occasionally.
was watching
Oh, that
some
had
of
to be that
game.
Georgia game.
They did not
Yeah,
get a break.
no, they got screwed
They
a couple times.
They did not get a break in
Yeah.
that game. I mean, it was almost comical that everything went against them in that game. And they were up 10-0, right?
Yeah.
They were up 10-0, but there was going to be no part of that. Was that played out, Auburn, or?
It didn't seem like it. I don't know, but
Wasn't there a controversial call there? They thought the quarterback nudged the ball over the end zone. For
there
a
were
touchdown.
a couple of those, like one
He
on
didn't
each
get
side.
Is Auburn the?
It was at Auburn.
Yeah, I was thinking like it.
Georgia
was
beat them 20-10 after Auburn had a 10-0 lead.
Yep. Is Auburn the biggest little brother in all sports?
To Bama. Yeah.
Oh, did you have somebody else?
I was thinking about Alabama State. No, Troy,
Nah, that don't-
actually.
Those don't count.
Well,
Those aren't even brothers, little brothers.
Who
Those
are others that you would I mean, I
big
don't,
brother, little brother status.
If
Well, there's a lot of the,
if you're in the same state. There's
state
not any.
like Washington State.
Yeah.
Okay, I would go with Texas A&M
Yeah.
next.
Oregon State.
Oregon State's terrible. I mean, everybody expects Auburn to be good in football. I don't think you expect Oregon State. What's their sport?
even
I don't know what their sport is.
Carolina and NC State in basketball.
Yeah, but that's
Because State's won titles.
Auburn has too.
Yeah,
In
so it's
football.
kind of similar.
Yeah, yep.
And Carolina's.
State wins a title when you least expect it.
I know North Carolina basketball, they haven't won as many titles as Alabama football has, but they're still as elite of a program as Alabama
Oh, yeah.
football is, I
Yep.
think, over history.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about all the different matchups, rivalries in college football, and there are probably 4 or 5 that are huge, but still Carolina and Duke is the only one really. And like we said earlier, Kentucky and Louisville would be next, and I still think that's way down the list, because lately of the national championships that they have not won. Jason says Southern Cal played Northwestern last night. Did we ever figure out how that came out?
Yeah. Southern Cal beat them pretty bad.
During the game, USC ran a fake punt, but had their backup quarterback as the punter.
Oh, they did something cheap and shady. Switched his jersey number.
Ooh, you can do that?
Lincoln
During the
Riley. Shame on
Before
you.
the game, the backup quarterback changed his jersey number to match the jersey number of the punter.
Because
Wow.
you can have the same jersey number as long as they're on different groups.
Yeah.
You can have a number one on
I'm going to say
offense,
this.
one on defense,
I would
one
like
on
to have
special
been,
teams.
I would like to have been the guy that come up with that and had that trick plan at work, but it shouldn't be allowed. Not with your punter,
Yeah. Why? But against Northwestern, why?
What did the score wind up?
They beat them by 3 touchdowns.
Did they?
Yeah.
But was it close when they did that?
I don't know.
Or was that a icing on the cake touchdown? I don't know.
I don't even know if it scored a touchdown.
I'll be first to tell you, I am not for college football on Friday nights.
No.
You know,
It just goes against the grain.
Yep. I mean, it's high school night.
And you're playing a Big Ten game, and you're also playing a Big 12 game.
But I don't think
Friday
you'll
night.
ever see a huge game
right
on Friday night.
You mean like a Michigan, Ohio State?
Yeah, definitely not that.
But
There's no way they would play on Friday night.
Okay, help me with this. What's happened in the past when New Year's Day was on Friday?
Well, that's okay. High school's over.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
high
New Year's
school's
Day.
over. That's true.
Yeah, high
it's
school's
already
over.
finished with. But, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I like the high school football. I'm not going to lie. When I come home, I do cut those games on. I do turn them on the TV. But
I just turned it on last night to see the score.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
just not for me. I wish they didn't. Thursday, I'm okay with. You know, you got an NFL game on Thursday to compete with,
and
too.
those are usually terrible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL
As it
game.
was
Yeah.
this
Bad,
past
yeah.
Thursday.
Well, you know why they're terrible? They try to put every team in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody's going to play in one, and sometimes they're just mismatches.
I just think there's a lack of offense on Thursday night football a lot of times, and there was this week.
Oh boy, that
Denver,
was a sleeper.
Denver did nothing.
Lack of days of preparation.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's
Yep.
what it is.
Yep. I would. Yeah.
And I still don't like the international games. You
Defense.
gotta
No,
Get
no,
ready.
I hate those even more.
Yeah. Yeah. Sunday morning.
I hate
boy.
taking away
breakfast
home
with-
games.
Sunday morning
Breakfast with
football.
Tiffany's.
And I'm all about Ireland. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, me too.
maybe not for the NFL.
Well, this one's in Berlin.
Butch has got a good one here. But Florida Georgia is a great football rivalry and cocktail party. That is one of the ones that we left out. We didn't mention the Florida Georgia game. It seems to be
But who's
streaky,
Georgia's
don't it?
biggest rival?
It has to be Alabama, but that
I
streak.
mean, it's not Georgia Tech. That is like little brother though.
Yeah, it is another little.
But Alabama Auburn are in the same conference.
Mm.
Georgia and Georgia Tech are not.
Yeah, I would say.
But who's Florida's biggest rival? Is it
Florida
Tennessee,
State.
Georgia,
Florida State to
But I'd
me.
say Florida State's is Miami. That's a weird one because you got three powerful teams
Yeah.
in one state.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Florida State Miami is the biggest rivalry in Florida.
I bet you, though, with the history of the program, when Alabama goes out there, that's the one team that everybody in that conference wants to beat the most.
Yeah.
You know, because you know you're pretty good if you can knock
Yeah.
off Bama. I mean, even though Mississippi
Well, especially
and
when they've
Mississippi
had
State,
the legendary coaches.
Yep. It's been a little
Maybe
harder
not
to
as
do.
much right now.
Okay, we've had a massive firings, but who's still on the hot seat?
Mm.
And a lot depends on what happens over the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Dabo.
Oh, did I tell you about the?
I don't know
head-
if he is or not.
Oh, he
That's
can't.
his
I
name
mean,
Here's a head I saw in the Duke Chronicle after Duke beat them. Dabo Dunn, loved it.
now. Like Yabba Dabba.
Yeah,
they can't.
Dabo
They're
Dabo
3 and
Dunn.
5. They can't just keep losing and losing and get away with it. They still got Florida State, Louisville, Furman, and South Carolina.
Okay, if you are in charge, I'll ask both of you guys. Do you want him back, or you ready to go a new direction?
You know, it may be time for him.
I think
go
I'd
in
be
new
ready to go a
direction.
new direction.
Do you?
I think I would.
It may be time for him to.
Now I think what he's done over his
Two
tenure
titles?
has, yeah,
2 titles,
It's
and he'd only won
unbelievable.
one ever before, right?
yeah.
But you know, even
And not just that, they were in it. They were in it at time,
Yeah.
other times.
Mm-hmm.
They had about a 8-year stretch where they were a top 3 program in the country.
Sometimes both just need a change.
Yeah,
program
sometimes
and the
change
coach.
is good.
And I mean, you would have thought that
I do not want to see him on TV. So I hope he
I don't
stays in
either.
coaching.
I don't want to see him on the.
What was the coach at Mike Brown? Mike Brown, he'd just lost it. He just lost control of everything. But they finally just basically said, you got to go. We'll give you the opportunity to. At some point, you just have to make that move, no matter how legendary the guy is. And
Well, it might help him as a coach. I mean,
Dabo's legendary.
he's not willing to.
Paterno, wasn't he kind of forced out too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that was because of other things.
Yeah.
Although I don't know that he got really. I don't know. I still thought Joe Paterno was a heck of a coach, but
Oh, he was. I mean, there's no doubt he was. He
whether
was, he was
whether
winning
he
national
knew
titles.
about what was going on, he should have known. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
So yeah,
When you're in charge,
you're
You're responsible
you
for
gotta
all
know.
of it.
You're responsible
Yep.
for all of it.
You are
That's
responsible for every bit of it.
Well, they just couldn't keep. I mean, they couldn't keep him for the sake of the reputation of the school. You can't. You got to get rid of everybody.
They had to clean house. That's right. Would Dabo be better off at a smaller program where he could just still coach the way he likes, develop talent, not have to rely on the portal, with roster churn every year? I don't know.
I don't think he does that. I don't think he goes small. He's going any smaller.
No.
I'm like,
if they got rid of him, somebody like
he might be done. If he likes
no,
where
I
he
think,
lives.
Well, he said he could go to the beach.
I think like
but he wasn't ready to go to the beach.
Lane Kiffin takes a bigger job like Florida or
Which
one of those. I could see Dabo going to Ole Miss, somewhere like that. He's
okay, is it going to be Florida? Is it going to be what are the other options?
LSU.
LSU.
I think he'll be at LSU.
Or Auburn. I don't know.
Right now, he's big brother in Mississippi. You want him to go be his little brother in Alabama.
What if Dabo left and went to
but there
LSU?
is no Nick Saban in Alabama anymore.
But you know what? I think Lane Kiffin can win wherever he is.
Yeah.
I think he can win. I don't know if he can win a national title because that hasn't been proven yet. But I think he can win wherever he
Florida
lands.
seems well suited to him. I don't know why.
Yep.
LSU just seems like it's more ready.
I would take LSU over Florida.
Yeah.
I would almost any of them. Number one, they get every player they want in their state, and they get some outside ones too. You're not going to do that in Florida. You're not going to get every player you want in state.
That's a good point.
There are more of them, but they're going to go. They're going to spread around, and some of them aren't even going to stay in the state.
Well, a lot of
Florida.
the best ones are from the Miami area.
Yep. Which puzzles me, how that they can have so many years without winning a national title at Miami. They still chase rabbits down there.
I think that quarterback at Indiana is from Miami.
Really?
The one that he was at a California school,
Yeah.
transferred to Indiana. I think he's from Miami.
Yep. What's the coach's name that took over Indiana that's done all this?
Signetti.
Kurt Signetti.
Is he made the biggest dent in coaching college football over the last 25 years than anybody to come in and take
He's made it look easy.
Yeah.
To go somewhere like Indiana and
to
put
go
them
for a Big Ten doormat that was Indiana all those years and do this in 2 years.
And another one's Clark Lee at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
To put them where they are now.
Now he's another hot coach.
But he's been there a lot longer than Signetti's been.
Last
Indiana.
Saturday I was watching that game and they were getting blown out by who'd they play last week? I mean, it was like a 21, 24-point game, and all of a sudden I looked, final score, and they lost by 3.
Who was that too?
Yeah, I saw some of it too, but I can't remember.
It was.
Was that Texas? Was it against?
I think it was.
It
Yeah,
was Texas.
it was Texas.
It was.
Yeah.
So I just wondered how. I hate I turned it off, but started watching something else. But it got out of hand.
It
all
came
of a sudden,
down to an onside kick.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like
For
that.
possession.
I like the grit, the not giving up.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
that's-
scored 21 in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
They were down 34-10. Got beat 34-31. Their quarterback's really fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
Pavia.
Butch using his favorite word in the English language here, the portal.
The portal. I thought it was pods.
He likes portal now.
Okay,
The portal is at fault for all of the evils in college football.
Blanket
Yeah, it's
statement.
hard to keep up with. Scott
it is.
says, I think the issue is we're firing coaches and there's not many better ones out there. Yeah, in my head, I've always thought before you fire a coach, who you going to get, and you better have something lined up. You better know who you're going to get. And I'm not so sure I would have even fired James Franklin unless I had something. Now it's awful to go behind the back, but don't you have to in these programs if you want to continue to win?
Yes.
I mean, right now they stand a chance. It's 50-50 on whether you hire the right coach or a bust.
It could be, and that sets your program back another 3 or 4 years.
It does.
If you have a bust.
It does. Who I mean, and we don't know about all these coordinators that are out there, how good they can be.
Yeah, and what do? Do you hire an up-and-coming coordinator or a name brand?
It's
is
a
in
tough
his fading
decision to
years?
make.
Brett shocked me a while ago when he told me a fact here about, well, he's talking about Rico Dowdle and the way he's carrying the football, and he was from AC Reynolds.
AC
And then he
Reynolds.
told me Ben Johnson was from AC Reynolds High School.
I did not know that.
No, that blew my mind. He is the head coach of the Bears, and he's got the Bears turned around.
He won a state title as quarterback, a 4A state title.
Did he?
As quarterback of AC Reynolds.
AC
Yeah,
Reynolds.
he was.
He played at Carolina. I don't know if he ever got on the field.
He was the top sought after head coach in the
supposed to be the best
on the market.
best offense, young offensive mind.
Yeah. AC Reynolds, man,
AC
got
Reynolds.
it going on.
Hey, the mountains, baby. Smoky Mountain claims Cal Raleigh.
Which is a good segue, right, into our high school football, because
Really
if I'm not
is.
mistaken, I think I saw that AC Reynolds won by
They
a lot.
destroyed somebody.
A lot.
A lot last night. So,
A lot.
Mike, Brett, who's got lyrics ready? I know Mike don't. So.
I'm ready.
Okay, do it.
I know Mike. So presumptuous.
I looked at your screen.
All right, here it is.
Well, actually, I did have some.
Okay.
That's fine.
I can see her lying back in her satin dress.
Oh.
Oh.
What else do
See
you know
her
about her?
lying back in her satin dress.
We'll take a time out. Back in a moment.
Buying a Bobcat is now easier than ever at West End Sales in Vale. Now get 0% APR financing. That means low monthly payments. Or you can get $1,200 instant rebates on selected models. Now is the time to buy. Like we said, it's easier than ever. Again, get 0% APR financing or get $1,200 instant rebate on selected Bobcat models at West End Sales at the Highway 1827 West intersection in Vale. Online at westendsales.com and like them on Facebook too.
The CF Moto Rev and Ride sales event is underway at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Get financing as low as 1.99% APR and rebates up to $1,500 on select models. And get the Suzuki King Quad for 0% financing for up to 36 months for qualified buyers, plus up to $1,600 in customer cash. But that's not all. It's Honda Bonus Bucks with up to $200 in bonus bucks on accessories, the Honda Care Protection Plan, or use it for your down payment. See Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Century Drug in Boger City is the first pharmacy in the area to offer peace of mind for you, your caregivers, and for your family with a convenient poly pouch, strip pouch system, just like the one you've seen on TV. You'll receive all your medications once a month in a box that dispenses a convenient, easy to open strip pouch that is perfectly labeled for breakfast, lunch, bedtime, etc. Call or come by for a visit today. 704-735-2551. Century Drug, East Main Street in Lincolnton.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County since 1940. And as it has been from the beginning, customer service is a priority to First Federal Savings Bank. They want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, the products, and the services that the larger banks have, but with hometown people that you see throughout your community. Stop in and visit one of their 4 convenient locations and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whether it's a sit-down meal or a call-in for the drive-thru, Brookwood Cafe and Catering is the answer. A variety of meats, vegetables, and desserts cooked daily, or a hot sandwich from the grill, they have what you're looking for to satisfy your taste buds. If you need catering from 5 to 500, Brookwood has you covered as well. Stop by Brookwood Cafe and Catering at 202 Providence Mill Road in Maiden. Don't forget breakfast daily till 11 a.m. Open Tuesday 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., Wednesday through Saturday 6 a.m. till 8 p.m., and Sunday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Call 828-428-8944 to place your order today.
Lake Electric Company was founded in 1984. They are licensed in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Virginia. Safety and quality is first in everything they do. For all your electrical needs, serving Lincoln County, Catawba County, Burke County, Mecklenburg County, and all the surrounding counties. When it has to be done right, call Lake Electric. Let them take care of your family. Lake Electric Company, 4362 Providence Mill Road, Maiden. Call 704-483-4000. Online at lakeelectric.com.
Welcome back. David, Mike, Brett. Let's see. I'm sure we got some answers on this one. Let's see. Here's a TikTok video from last night. You're talking about the famous alumni from AC Rentals. Yeah. I'll have to watch that later on. Brett is by the go ahead and give your lyrics again. Somebody's answering here, so we'll let you give those lyrics again.
I can see her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess.
Yep, I got those pretty quick. This one is a great Gordon Lightfoot. Brett's is by the Canadian guy that sang the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
That's coming from Ned.
You're right about that
Sundown, You Better Take Care is part of the song, but I can't remember the full name yet. So it's Sundown.
Sundown.
Yeah, it's Sundown.
It's just Sundown, yeah. Butch says, absolutely great one, Brett. Sundown, Gordon Lightfoot. What if he's kin to Roy?
Yeah.
Manny Diaz is being talked about for the Penn State job.
You mean Duke's going to lose another good coach to a bigger program? Darn it.
Mike, please don't act surprised.
I'm not surprised.
Duke is
just
not a football school.
disappointed. I know, but I'm disappointed.
If they ever lose a
Just
good,
like Carolina.
if they
is
ever
not
lose a good
football
basketball coach to a bigger program, then you should be worried.
That's
yeah,
right.
that's
right.
true. That's true.
He was their defensive coordinator before coming to Duke. That comes from.
Yeah, I can see him as a viable candidate for Penn State.
Yep. Steve K. this morning. How about that?
Oh.
Yep. Steve will tell you Duke is not a football school. You either one or the other. Who is the closest to being a power in both? Who is the closest one? Florida?
Florida and Michigan were the two that came to mind.
Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Okay, Michigan won a state title the state title. they might have won a state title. They won a national title in 89.
89.
Is that the last time?
I believe. Ramel Robinson.
So it's not a basketball school.
No, but they did have the Fab Five who got to two
They've been
championship
to
games.
Several Final Fours since '89. Though.
Have they?
And they lost to Louisville
They
and Rick Pitino.
They may be the closest, and Butch will love that because he's going to go out and get him a Michigan shirt after hearing.
They went to at least maybe two with John Beeline.
John, yeah.
About 8 or 10 years ago.
No, they did.
They lost in. I think Louisville beat them in the championship
Louisville beat
game.
them in the championship game. Yeah. So
who? Okay, if Michigan. What's the other school?
Florida.
You guys said? Yeah, Florida's
pretty good across the board. They're good at everything.
Well, they probably if you go.
No, they're not. The football team's not good right now.
No, but if you go back and look, they probably have national titles more recent in the two sports if you combine them.
Yeah.
Basketball, we know how recent that was.
Yeah.
Back to back in the 2000s.
And I don't really look at them as a basketball school.
I don't.
No, they're still football first.
They are, but they've got 3 national titles in my lifetime.
That's right.
In basketball.
In the last 20 years.
Yeah. Even in your lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Sure
but
do.
yeah, there are a few out there, but most are one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Most are one or the other, and I would say don't rock that boat and don't want to be a national power in both because you'll get your feelings hurt. It's just not going to happen.
I tell you one,
it's hard. Good. I mean, you'd think Carolina would be better.
I would think
at football than they are.
Honestly, though, I would think it's very possible that if you started getting stronger in football, that your basketball might suffer. You know, because if you're a really big time college athlete, you probably want to go where you're the talked about sport on campus.
Yeah,
it could cost you a few recruits. You know what I mean? So it's just tougher that way. He said, let's not forget. Butch says this is a great point too. Gators not too bad in baseball either.
That's what I said. They're good at everything.
That's right. They are.
Yeah.
They are the East Coast UCLA, but with more meaningful titles. I hate to say it that way. You know what I mean? They win more meaningful titles than UCLA because UCLA don't have one in football that I know of. They hadn't had one in basketball in over half the United States population's life. What year was the last?
They won in 95.
Well, okay. How many years is that?
20? No, 30.
Wouldn't you say half the population?
Yeah,
close
I
to
guess
half
so.
the population would be.
Yeah, but most of theirs
30 and
were
under.
before I was born. But
Yeah.
just not that one with the O'Bannon. Was it O'Bannon brothers? You remember them?
Yeah.
Ed and was it Ed and Charles.
It must have just been the O'Bannon brother, if you can
Yeah.
remember one of them. Let's see. Lenny had told me about Bill Self. Said his. I remembered this after he told me, but I would not have thought about it. Said Bill Self, when he had his procedure 2-3 years ago, it cost him. He was not able to participate in the NCAA tournament. He wasn't there. Had
Mm-hmm.
an assistant. Probably signing off. Have a scrimmage. Does that mean Lenny's? Does that mean he's heading out for the day?
I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of basketball, high school basketball scrimmages, jamborees type things going on today.
Well, you know, high school basketball, most teams opened tryouts this past week, didn't they?
I'm assuming that's what he's doing. What kind of scrimmage he's
probably
talking
so.
about?
Probably so.
Lincoln's got one today at home. I think Maiden's got one at home.
Yeah. There is supposed to be a showcase coming to Lincoln. I haven't got the guy contacted me, but I've not got the email that's going to give me all the information. But I think several teams will be participating in a showcase at Lincoln High on December the 20th, which will feature Oak Hill. Being here to play in Lincoln, and the homecoming for LJ.
Homecoming for LJ.
Yeah, so that'd be interesting. I mean, that'd be something when you're getting ready to have the Christmas break and all that, and things will wind down a little bit. And you think about it this way: Oak Hill will likely have 5 starters that are going D1 somewhere.
Yeah.
So it'd be worth the opportunity to get to see Oak Hill play.
Speaking of Lincoln, I sent out coaching forms to a couple of Cherville coaches, and the Cherville boys basketball coach asked him to pick the order of finish in that league, obviously leaving his own team out, and he picked Lincoln to win the Southern Piedmont.
I don't know what they'll have. I can't say one way or the other. If they had LJ, I would pick Lincoln for sure. But
for sure,
yeah, they're still going to be pretty good.
But since he's playing at Oak Hill and not at Lincoln,
well, now they got the best player from Bessemer City, from what I'm told. I think they're going to be decent. No, I don't know that they're going to be LJ like. I don't. You know, when you lose somebody like that.
Well, I remember there's, if I'm not mistaken, there's a team named Shelby in that league.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shelby would have to figure in.
And Kramer usually decent on the basketball
I think they kind of go up and down.
Up and down.
They had a stretch where they had one really good player that.
Bessemer City, Cherville, they could make some noise. They could, and who am I leaving out? What schools am I? Burns.
East Gaston's had some good basketball teams.
I'll tell you right now, West Lincoln's. They improved last year, and I could see them making another step forward.
Now, I
this
did
year.
ask West Lincoln's coach last night in the press box, and he said they're going to be young.
Okay.
Whatever that means, you know.
Yeah, David Hansel.
Let's
see. It says talking about Friday night college games. We are in the middle of 49 straight days with college football or NFL games available on TV.
That's golden.
Can't beat it. What I want to know is, what are all the people doing right now that watch ESPN on YouTube?
Their blood pressures are steadily rising.
Do you have YouTube TV?
I don't.
Yeah.
My son-in-law does.
We have
and some
YouTube
other
TV,
people.
but I also have a VC box, so I can watch all the ESPN I want to. Brett right now don't have ESPN, right?
No.
Yeah.
I found a way to watch Duke Texas basketball.
You did?
On just regular YouTube. I found a stream of it.
Yeah, people are going nuts.
But then a couple nights later, I tried to watch an NBA game that was on ESPN, and I couldn't find the stream of it. So I'm thinking about switching to Hulu Live.
Okay, so
I'll get ready
when
to
you
pay
watch
big
it,
bucks.
is it like a normal broadcast and you hear the commentators and all that when you watch it?
This
that
was.
Way? Okay. I didn't know. Why don't these companies? I think they should have to give you a month's notice. Nobody knew that was coming,
Yeah.
did they?
I knew it for like
ESPN
2 days.
For 2 days?
Yeah, because
they should give you a month's notice that we may be losing this.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go ahead and change your TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't like that. It's all of a sudden, boom, it's not there. The VC box has saved me because I can, still get all the ESPN.
Monday Night Football I couldn't find anywhere.
Yeah.
It was Cowboys and Cardinals, so wasn't that big of a deal.
I've not seen any update on the status of this ESPN on YouTube. Nothing. I've not. The only thing I know about it is I'll turn it on and it's not there.
Yeah.
That's
this week's Eagles and Packers, so I'm going to try to find a way.
Eagles and Packers. That's a premier
to
game.
watch that one.
That is, God, what has happened to the Packers?
They're just
Overrated.
inconsistent.
They're just a mediocre team all of a sudden.
Really.
Yeah, that's surprising.
And they lost their tight end, who had been their best receiver.
Yeah, he was the best tight end in football
Jordan Love
this year.
has yet to prove to me that he is a true franchise built around the quarterback.
I saw them play a couple weeks ago, and they lost a game or something happened. And I don't know what the record is now. What is it? Maybe 5-3,
5-2 and 1,
5-2-1, I believe.
And the guy, I can't remember who it was on ESPN doing the analyzing and everything. He said, "You just look at this team. This is a team that don't care."
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I started looking at that, and it kind of fit the bill. I mean, it was like they're just out there going through the motions.
You mean they don't play that hard?
Yeah.
They don't play.
Yeah, no emotion.
Yeah.
Well, they better do something different against the Eagles, or they'll get embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
Surely that loss to the Panthers was a wake-up call.
Yep.
They lost to the Panthers and the Browns. I mean,
and the Panthers ran it down their throats. Did they not? With Dowdle? I mean, he had a huge game.
130 yards, 2 touchdowns.
All right, I've got a statement here from Denny and a question for Denny. The statement is the Lincoln games today are at the middle school because of LHS pageant at the high school. Those basketball games today are at Lincoln Middle School. So my question for Denny is, are you in that pageant?
What is
I'm
this,
pulling for you to win.
Miss Lincoln in high school?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay.
You thinking I knew?
No, I've just seen it on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Lincoln's playing some tough competition in their scrimmage. I can't remember who the teams are, but
Well, Jalen has been known to have a stacked
he's
schedule.
not shying away
Who's he playing in the regular season?
Yeah, some tough competition.
figured
I know he's going to Reidsville.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, going to Reidsville.
Yeah, going to Reidsville.
Yeah.
Now their big man's moving on to Oregon after football season, so he won't be there.
I didn't know that.
Lincoln might be 0-5 start the season and lead all schools in RPI.
Yeah,
it's very possible.
with the schedule I got going to Reidsville, and you're saying the big man is not sticking around for basketball.
That's what I've read.
Wow,
what I've read. He is headed to Oregon,
Help
going
me
to
with his
graduate
name.
early. Kendra Harrison.
Harrison and Neal. Is
Deontay Neal.
Yep. And Neal is signed with Asheville. Somebody I saw he's committed or signed with.
He
like
did,
college
but
basketball.
that's not. Was that who it was? That didn't sound right.
Yeah. It may not have been. It might have been. Well, it seems like it was one of the UNC schools though.
Is it Greensboro?
Yeah, I might have been it. Might have been UNCG, which would make more sense. He's only
not
30
far.
minutes from home. Yeah, I think it was Greensboro. Now that you said that,
It is. Yeah, UNCG for basketball.
I think he'll make a good player there. I mean, he can.
I'm surprised he's not going for football.
He can do anything that a 6'2" guy can do. He's just smaller, and he's going to be quicker than anybody on the floor. And I haven't even seen him.
Great defensive back.
Yeah.
That's what I thought he would go and do.
That's what I thought.
He is short, but anyway.
Let's see. Denny says Bull City Prep victory, Christian and Bandy's.
Yeah, that's the teams coming to Lincoln today.
At the middle school.
That Bull City Prep's good.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that Victory Christian probably is too.
This is all opinion and not mine. As good as LJ is, he's still not even Oak Hill's top team. He's still not on Oak Hill's top team. Well, he's a rising junior, so I'm going to say, give him some time. The red team shows you how good the talent is. But when you can draw from anybody in the nation, now he is ranked the number one sophomore. He was ranked the number one sophomore, right, Brett?
At any position, just the number one ranked sophomore?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not on their top team.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't either.
Do you think he's going to miss the packed gyms and rivalries of this area?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Prep school ball, you don't have the cheerleaders. You don't have the packed houses.
What kind of
you
schedule
don't
do they
have-
play, Brett? I mean, how do they do that?
I don't know. They're all over the place.
Yeah, and they're not by themselves. I mean, you got all these like Montverde and
Yeah.
all these schools. I mean,
They
they're-
play them.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now we know where we get the games.
Mhm.
Yeah, you definitely see some of the best talent in the country.
Yeah.
And whenever you see any of those prep schools like that play, hey, I've been asked to get money and stuff like that. I don't ask those questions. I don't know if anybody got money or not. I mean, all these schools, most of these private schools like that are definitely in the money paying business.
Of
I mean,
course.
the high schools can even do it now. So, whoever gets it, more power to them. I'm all for them getting the chunks of cash if you can get it, right? Let's see. I want to get into the high school sport. The high school football scores carried over a little too longer than I expected right there. But once again, I'm going to start, if I can, down here in the West scores. It's going to be a lot of schools. Don't forget this. A lot of schools that you don't hear a score from because there were so many buys last night. So
Yeah.
if your team finished in
if you
in
want
the
to do them in
top
order?
two or so.
By class?
If you want me to.
I mean,
It's
I can't. I've said. I'm just
There's
saying, I've
8
got
classes, though.
I know.
I don't even
Well, one A only had a couple
I'm
games.
not even sure we even need to go through all 8 for our area, But go ahead.
Well, 1A West only had 3 games last night. Andrews beat College Prep and Leadership 42-34.
Mm-hmm.
Winston-Salem Prep beat Chatham Central 30-12, and Rosman beat Bonnie Cone 38-28.
Yep, and I think Scott was saying that's Rosman's first playoff win in I don't know how long, but a long time.
In 2A, there were a few more games. Albemarle over Cherokee 21-15. North Rowan 55, Avery County 10. Hayesville beat Highland Tech 41-6. Mountain Island Charter beat Elkin 40-7.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell beat Langtree Charter 51-13, and Cherryville beat South Stokes 55-12.
By the way, guys, I looked it up. Cherryville's first playoff win since 2006.
Well, good. I mean, not that they had that long a drought, but good to see them break it.
Yeah.
It is.
Good to see them break it.
Yeah,
And they
that
will
year,
go
That
to
is for sure.
Starmount next week.
Yeah, they had a quarterback named Cameron Lovelace that year. And
Mm-hmm. Remember him?
Yeah,
Basketball
really
player
good
too.
basketball player.
They had a big upset win over Jordan Matthews. Won two games, and they got knocked off in the third round by Thomasville that year.
Right.
So, great win for the Ironmen. I don't know who they play next, but
Starmount.
Starmount, okay.
Real quick before you give scores, Butch says, after seeing some of last night's scores, I was reminded of the former subdivision championships. Lots of bad teams, playoffs. The legislature and the NCHSAA screwed the pooch again. So, not too happy about it, is it?
No, I don't like that image there.
Go ahead, Brett.
I'm going to go to 8A now. Palisades over South Meck 35-32.
Mm-hmm.
West Forsyth beat Northwest Guilford 43-7. Chambers over Pinecrest 32-31. And Providence over Ardrey Kell 14-7.
I'm listening to you closely. I'm trying to think of the farthest distance, and I've got that last
Pinecrest and Chambers.
Yeah, that had to be 2 hours at least. Charlotte to Fayetteville or Fayetteville to Charlotte, right?
7A now. Let's see. R.J. Reynolds, or West Cabarrus beat R.J. Reynolds 28-27. Davie County 19, West Meck 0. A.L. Brown 34, South Iredale 27. Butler beat Hopewell 42-28. Greensboro Page beat McDowell 68-0. Porter Ridge over Cuthbertson 26-16. East Forsyth over Purnell Sweat 63-0.
You know that guy?
Yeah. And Marvin Ridge over Chapel Hill 52-13. That's a weird one to see in the West.
Marvin Ridge.
Chapel Hill.
Chapel Hill's in the West.
And Purnell Sweat.
Yeah, there's a
both
few
in
of
the
those.
West.
There's a few of those in different classes because of the lack of schools that size in the area.
Down to 6A, the game I saw, St. Stephen's over Mount Tabor 24-23 in overtime. AC Reynolds beat South Caldwell 56-0. Olympic beat Ragsdale 35-0. Central Cabarrus over Southeast Guilford 38-10. Statesville over Alexander Central 28-3. Dudley over Glenn 35-14. Asheville over Western Guilford 42-7. And Kings Mountain beat Ben L. Smith 28-14.
Who? Say that last one more time.
Kings Mountain 28, Ben L. Smith 14.
I was surprised that I don't know if something's still going on at Kings Mountain, but Ben L. Smith, didn't they come into that game 3-7?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Why in the world did I pick Ben L. Smith?
You thought it was basketball? I don't know. You got a good basketball team.
They do. They always have.
I'm trying to figure out what twisted logic I used to pick that one.
Hey.
In the 5A.
It happens.
Yeah.
Irwin beat Hunter Huss 49-21. West Rowan beat Southern Guilford 41-23. West Henderson over East Rowan 42-7. And West Henderson will be at East Lincoln next week. Concord over Forest View 29-28. I'd like to see how that game finished. I don't know if that was a 2-point conversion late or anything like that. Montgomery Central over Carson 30-7. Forest Hills over Smoky Mountain 40-28. North Davidson over North Henderson 46-8. And Oak Grove beat North Lincoln 30-8.
What was that one? 30?
30-8.
30-8.
Oak Grove over North Lincoln.
Yep. I could see that. Oak Grove's a good squad. North Lincoln down a little bit from last year. I want to say one thing about East Lincoln, though. You said that West Henderson will be at East Lincoln. If I've looked at the bracket right, all East Lincoln has to do to win a state championship is beat West Henderson, and then they would need to beat Crest. After that, they would need to beat South Point, and after that, they would need to beat Hickory. If that's not, if you not crown the state champs overall after win those four, that has to be the worst gauntlet to go through.
If Hickory's still standing,
well, okay. If it's not Hickory, then it's somebody.
J.M. Robinson's the 2 seed.
Yep,
it'd be them.
If it's not Hickory, it's somebody that happened to beat them.
That's one of the most difficult paths
I've never seen
title I've ever heard.
Yep. And a lot of people said easier road to championship. Well, maybe not for the 5A. That 5A right now is unbelievably strong in the West.
I mean, I think East Lincoln can play with any of those teams.
Yeah.
But that's tough.
Well, South Point could get Monroe.
West Henderson's even pretty good, right? I mean, they're going to get them at home, but West Henderson,
I don't think they're as good as last year.
Right.
I don't think that game would be a challenge for them.
No.
That next
they're
one
going to get a
challenge.
challenge.
Crest will be the big one.
That's
the one everybody's been waiting on.
Mm-hmm.
Would they be in line to meet Crest in the third round? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Third. Okay.
Yep. That would be 13 days from today, Mike.
Who would host that game?
Crest.
Okay.
In 4A, West Stokes over Forbush 39-3. West Stanley beat Lexington 24-22. Tuscola over East Burke 13-6. West Iredale over Ashe County 45-0. West Iredale goes to Pisgah next week. I think that's an interesting matchup. Fred T. Ford over Lake Norman Charter 21-19. I think that was Ford's first playoff win in about 8 or 10 years.
That's another one I'm glad to see.
Yeah,
another one.
They go to Newton next week. A little local conference rivalry.
Oh no! Wait a minute. They didn't play in the regular season, did they? Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they
had to.
They're in the same conference.
Yeah, it's a conference game. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. I keep thinking that 5As and 4s, forgetting that they're in the same league. Yeah, that. I wonder. We need to look and see how that one turned out the first time. We'll look at that later. Though.
Yeah, North Surrey beat Salisbury 40-26. North Surrey will be in Maiden next week. Bandy's over South Rowan 71-14. Bandy's will be at Stuart Kramer. I think that's a really good matchup next week.
I'm not going to give the name here, but I got a text here. It says, one thing I didn't last night I did not like, Bandy's kept their starters in and went for 2 in the second half when they were up 55-14. They were at 55-14.
I got to, I don't know why you would have your starters.
Yeah, well, that's not from us. I'm just reading. I'm reading a comment from a fan. Go ahead, Brett.
RS Central over Wilkes Central 48-6, and that's all of the 4A scores. Now I got 3As, the last one. West Lincoln, the game y'all had, 42-13 over North Wilkes, and they'll go to Mountain Heritage next week.
We didn't know what we were going to expect out of the North Wilkes team, but they went about 65 yards on the first play for a touchdown. The quarterback ran it on a keeper, and we thought, wow, what is going to happen here? But
that's fascinating. It was a bookend. North Iredale scored on the first play, and they also scored on the last play.
Yeah, the last play of the game as time expired. That's why you didn't see an extra point.
But in between, it was all West Lincoln.
All West Lincoln, yep.
Yeah.
They played really well.
Yeah, defensively and offensively. Yeah.
Yep. And I got a message. I think both the two top running backs for West, which would be Ponder and
T.J. Stratford,
both went over 1,000 last night.
Oh, so, thanks for telling me.
Not in that game.
Yeah.
Although at times it felt like it.
For the season.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Hendersonville beat East Davidson 50-0. Hendersonville will be at Lincoln next week.
And that's a 9-2 team.
9-2.
Coming to play an 8-2 team.
That'll be a good one.
Should be.
West.
All I want here, I don't want your stories of how cold it was in Hendersonville. I've heard those for 50 years.
No, no. Yeah, when they went up there in the 70s.
It won't be that cold Friday at Lincoln.
And Hendersonville had a back named Ralph Jackson who ran all over.
See, Mike's still going through the story. Lincoln has beat them since that, though. Lincoln played them at home
2016.
2016. I was going to say about 10 years ago.
I think over 100 points scored.
There were.
Maybe
70-something, 40-something,
yeah.
if I remember right.
Yeah,
70-something,
you're right.
40-something, yeah.
West Davidson beat Madison 28-13. East Surrey over Polk County 35-15. Union Academy beat Owen 24-14. Wheatmore over West Wilkes 21-14. Shelby beat McMichael 70-14. Shelby will be at East Rutherford next week. I think that's a good matchup.
Oh, that'll be fun. Them's old rivals there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then
From
Thomasville,
the Southwest Conference.
Thomasville beat Chase 14-7. Thomasville will be at Mount Airy next week.
We don't know what to expect out of Mount Airy. Now, they won 2 1A titles, not last year, but the 2 previous years, right? They had won back-to-back 1A titles. They could make some noise in 3A.
I read they lost one of their best players the last game of the year. Plays receiver and defensive back.
For the season, I'm assuming.
That's what the word was on NC Preps.
Yeah. We got to take another time out on get your lyrics ready. I'm going to let you.
Okay, before I do, have you guys ever heard of a school named Heidi Trask?
Yeah, Trask in Wilmington.
Okay, I just wondered where it was. I never really heard of that one before.
Yep, Trask High School. I'm pretty sure is in the Wilmington area.
Okay.
Did Heidi win?
No, they got beat.
She lost?
Heidi ho. No.
All right, Mike's going to get his lyrics ready. I'm going to read Mike sends me a message here. Different Mike. Pretty good football year when there are 9 teams playing in round 2 between Catawba and Lincoln County.
Hey, love it.
That is good. Scott says, let's see. I was at the game. The must-see game is Lincoln and Hendersonville game. Watched film on them last night, wide open. So a wide open offense, I'm guessing, is what he's saying, that they are that's going to be a pretty good matchup for the Wolves. What you got, Mike?
Okay, guys, I'll give you a little hint. I'm going back to the 80s. Love,
Boy George.
Love, I get so lost sometimes.
Back in a moment.
Dr. John Cloninger III is celebrating 25 years of practice here in Lincoln. Dr. Cloninger's pedigree originates from his father, mother, and uncle and continues with his brother and cousin. The name is an icon in the field of dentistry. Dr. Cloninger has dedicated himself to his patients and community and continues to lead by example. He has heard his whole life, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He wants to sustain the family name and proceed by offering the best reasonable treatment possible. Dr. John Cloninger III, 904 Doncha Drive in Lincoln. Call 704-735-0765.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Call Mooney Insurance in Maiden or East Lincoln Insurance in Denver or visit MooneyInsurance.com.
Make 2025 the year you move into your new home from Key Builders of Lincoln. Let Key Builders help you make your dream home a reality and do it this year. Visit them online at keybuildersnc.com and check out their photo galleries. They are a licensed general contractor with over 20 years of building history and experience. Make 2025 the year of your new home. See your dream come true at Key Builders, 1459 North Aspen Street in Lincoln. Like them on Facebook too.
Stop by Lowe's Home Improvement in Lincolnton for great deals on the items you need. Is it time to freshen up your lawn? Select potting soil from Miracle Grow and Stay Green. Buy 3 bags, get 3 bags free. Need to feed your lawn? Get a free bag of Scott's Green Max with a purchase of Bag Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action. Freshen up your exterior with select exterior paint and stain. Buy 2, get 1 free. All offers good while supplies last. Lowe's Home Improvement in Lincolnton, your go-to stop for all things around the house.
You guys having a party too?
Yeah, just having some friends over for the game. Is that safe?
More plugs, more power.
You're all ready for the game. 4 new outlets, all with USB, and the projector's hooked up to a new dedicated line.
Oh, heck no.
What happened to the game? He likes to do it all himself, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's Bob Malarkey.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Zeus Auto Repair and Performance at 1122 South Aspen Street in Lincoln now have 4 North Carolina licensed state inspectors on site. Need automotive work? They are the best. Oil changes, brakes, car detailing, and suspension work. You'll be in and out before you know it. Stop in and see the guys at Zeus Auto Repair and Performance at 1122 South Aspen Street in Lincoln. Hours of business, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 704-240-3061. Zeus Auto Repair and Performance.
Notary services available on site as well.
Welcome back. All right. So Denny sends me a baseball text, and Brett says when we're going to talk about the World Series. So they want to hear some baseball talk. I'll give what Denny said here because I did not realize this, and yes, we'll be glad to mention it. Alec Burleson received a Silver Slugger Award from Major League Baseball. I don't know the details on how you win that, but I'm going to say Burleson's been pretty consistent ever since he made it to the St. Louis Cardinals major league team. He was really tearing it up in the in his international league. That's what I was trying to think of. He wasn't he the international league MVP while he was in the Cardinals organization before he moved on to St. Louis? I think he was. I think he did. Dodgers win it. I'll tell you this. I did feel sorry for Toronto losing because you don't get that opportunity that often. But talking about a manager making the right moves at the right time, that's unbelievable. Put in a guy that hadn't swung a bat maybe in 30 days or something, or hadn't had a hit in 30 days, and he comes in and he gets a pinch hit home run. And I'm telling you right now, it was a rocket. He had a line drive out of that park to tie things up.
That wasn't a pinch hit.
Was it not?
He started game 6 and 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he had just been plugged in there so he started 2 games.
Yeah.
His name?
Miguel Rojas.
But Dave Roberts just seems to do the right things, don't he? At the right times, play the right people, whatever it may be. But
he did in that series. Yeah, Dave Roberts was great.
So you say
he was great? No, he's good. I mean, he's been good. Yeah, when he first started with the Dodgers as his first manager job, he was questioned a lot over his pitching decisions.
And I'll say this: I can't think of any move I would have done differently if I was the Toronto manager either. Though, I mean, it's just. Honestly, it just comes down. He just didn't have as much luck on his side as Roberts did.
Yeah. No, I mean, I would say the Dodgers were very lucky to win that series.
Either one of them that would have won it would have been lucky. I mean, it's just
I mean, as many times as Toronto got guys on and in scoring position, and the Dodgers made just kind of weird plays to get them out of the jams.
Yeah.
Like the catch that Pages made going back to the wall.
Yeah.
With, if that ball drops, it's over.
Yep. And that was he caught that one over the top of
Kike Hernandez, yeah.
Yeah. And
that was the first batter that Pages had been in the game for.
I'll say this about Kike Hernandez. You may go all season not even hear his name mentioned, but when the playoffs roll around, he shows up. He shows up in a big way.
Yeah, he just needs to be on a team that's going to make the playoffs.
Yep.
And he'll help you.
Yeah, you'll feel pretty good about it. He made a great play on the fly ball that the double play ball.
Yeah, the in game 6.
Yep.
When Rojas made a play at second base, where the winning run was on third, Toronto had the bases loaded, and he makes a play to get the force out at the plate by just inches, and if that guy scores, the game's over. There were just so many of those situations for Toronto where they just had to do one little thing to win it, and it was just.
And Toronto, they're going to be good, but you can't guarantee you get back. I mean, I think of Dan Marino and getting to the Super Bowl in his second year.
Yeah,
and every year it was like you're going to get back. It never happened. It never even
happened.
Well,
Toronto will spend money. I'll give them that. They're going to spend. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has a huge contract. They were one of the finalists for Ohtani.
Okay.
And there was some little thing that they wouldn't do or guarantee that the Dodgers were willing to do. I've heard them mentioned for one of the top free agent pitchers. So Toronto's going to be there. They're in a really tough division, but they'll be back.
Yeah, I like
Bo Bichette's a free agent. That could be big for them if they can't keep him. But it's just a matter
only
of
one other place you could go, and that's
what are you willing to spend?
That's up there in New England and play for the Red Sox. Be the only thing I could think. Nah, you know what? I like to see teams like that get that close. Honestly, I like to see them stick together, and try to get there again. It's not easy, even if you got everybody. But because you watch enough baseball, you realize any sport actually, got to have a little luck involved too. No matter how good you are, sometimes you have to have a little luck involved. And I still say, you know, on that double play that turned everything around, that I thought turned everything around, the base runner, he made a mistake. You got to stay on that base. You know, you still might not get the run in, but you got to give another batter a chance.
Yeah.
And he got off the base just too far, just a little bit too far. You got to make sure that thing hits some grass before you take off. It's better to go ahead and let them get one out. You know, even if it drops, they might get you out going to third, but they're not going to turn a double play. You know, and that double play.
And Springer was on deck.
And he was even in agony at times. You know, he got hurt there and looked like he hurt his ribs a little bit or something.
Yeah,
but he still managed to play.
There's nobody more clutch than Springer.
Yeah, not Jerry.
Not Jerry Springer, no.
Yeah, I will say the Dodgers. The Dodgers were very lucky to win that series.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't care. I'll take lucky all day long.
I don't care either.
I'll take lucky all day long. Give me some luck.
It also
Boston needs some luck.
Obviously, everybody talks about it. It cost the Dodgers a lot of money to win that World Series.
Yeah,
and I don't care.
Yeah, not yours, is it?
I also read that the Dodgers spend 70% of what they make off of ticket sales. They spent 70% on building their roster. The MLB average, other than the Dodgers, is 30%.
Really?
Yeah. What teams spend off of ticket sales?
So that
toward their
means
roster.
Ownership is more about making money than winning on those other franchises.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, I like it. My thought on
teams
baseball
have
is,
money and don't spend it.
My thought on Major League Baseball, Brett, is if you're not going to spend money, okay, put the owners in this situation. If you don't make the playoffs every 5 years, you got to sell the team. You know, you got 5 years to make the playoffs. If you're not in it at least once, you got to sell your team. You know,
I like it.
We got to do something to get it more balanced at some point.
Well, you know, like you might not know, like English Premier League soccer.
I probably don't.
If you're not winning over a certain
kick you out.
Yeah, you get demoted to a lower level league.
Yeah, I like it.
And somebody else gets bumped up to basically the majors.
You know, I know some owners aren't as rich as others.
Relegation.
But there are people in this country that have plenty of enough money to compete with. What's the guy's name that owned the Mavericks?
Mark Cuban.
Yeah. He wanted baseball, and they never would really let him in. He would spend whatever, and it was going to be the Pirates. That's where he's from. His hometown was Pittsburgh. I think he wanted to buy the Pirates at one time, and they kind of got shot down. The owners, the owners got that tight little group. They like it like it is.
Yeah.
And honestly, especially if you're the Yankees and the Dodgers, you're going to like it like it is because they're not really competing with you in the money.
Are the Dodgers now a dynastic team? A dynasty?
Well,
maybe they won now.
That's back to back. So
yeah, but
to me, you have to win 3 to be a dynasty. I think 3 in 5 years.
Yeah, well, they've won 3 and 6.
3 and 6. Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah, I'd give them the nod. Because guess what? Even if they don't win it next year, they're going to be in the mix.
Right.
So to me, you don't have to win it, but if you're right there in the mix.
Yeah, the Dodgers front office right now they're looking at how they can get better.
Yeah.
They're not satisfied. The Dodgers are going to do everything they can to improve.
There is no way. I pulled up Friday, November 14 on high school games next week. There's no way that this Max Preps page has all the games. I mean, I'm just barely scrolling, and there's just a handful of games that are listed here. Brett maybe can help me, or Mike can tell me some of the games. I don't even see West Lincoln's game on here, so I know there's a lot of them left out. Like I've got North Davidson and J.M. Robinson. Who was J.M. Robinson's loss, Brett? You don't have to look it up if you don't know, do you? I don't either. They are 9-1. So they do have a loss, but like you said, they are the number 2 seed in the West, right?
Yeah.
Behind only, is Crest the one, or is it Hickory?
South Point.
South Point's the one.
Crest and East Lincoln are 4 and 5.
Okay.
Their loss was to Myers Park, first game of the year.
Oh well, that's not too shabby of a loss. Myers Park, how bad?
37-6.
Ooh. Well, but we know Myers Park and their talent level. They been ranked
But
number 1.
J.M. Robinson, they they just destroyed some good teams.
Did they?
AC Reynolds, they beat 49-21. West Rowan, they beat 49-0. Northwest Cabarrus, they beat 56-6.
Wow.
They've been dominant since that loss to Myers Park.
Here's one of your top matchups next week, Brett. I'm guessing this is 8A. Mallard Creek and West Forsyth.
Yeah, that's a good one.
9-2 and 7-3, both ranked 10 and 13 in the state of North Carolina. That looks like an awful good matchup. I see Charlotte Christian taking on Rayburn Gap. Rayburn Gap is that school over on the borderline, right? The Georgia line.
Yeah, it's in Georgia.
Is it?
But they play in the North Carolina Independent.
Yeah.
Isn't there a group called Florida Georgia Line?
Maybe that's them.
Country group.
Yeah, the North Carolina Georgia line.
Yep. Let's see. I see. North.
Yeah, I don't. For some reason, all the games aren't showing up on there.
How far is this travel? East Columbus at North Stokes.
Ooh, that's a good long distance.
That's got to be 200 miles, right? Hendersonville at Lincolnton. At least they're both in the west side of the western part of the state.
How far is Hendersonville from Lincoln? About 90, 75, 80 miles?
Yeah, I think it's about an hour and a half drive.
Yeah. Mike,
about 85
Didn't you
miles.
go with me to do West Lincoln game at Hendersonville 3-4 years ago? And it was
bad.
No, it was a nice drive and a
About
beautiful
75
stadium.
Yeah, beautiful stadium, about 75 miles.
Yep. You didn't go, Brett? Did you with us to
No.
Hendersonville?
Yeah, we were treated well.
No, I did go to West Henderson last year, but didn't go to Hendersonville.
Yeah,
no, Lincoln had a game that night.
Yeah, Hendersonville was right on the highway.
Right
I mean,
on the
you
highway.
Yeah.
Right
You
there
see
in
the cars
town.
go by.
Yeah.
Really nice stadium. They got remember the weight room. You could see the glass, the windows in the weight room. Very nice.
The East Columbus to
training
North
facility.
Stokes, 233 miles.
Ooh.
233.
Cool drive there.
3.5 hours, it says. I don't know which one of those is doing the traveling, but
which
hate it for them.
Which were the teams again?
East Columbus and North Stokes. What didn't you say, North Stokes?
I think I
It
did.
don't really
Here's a
matter.
nice-
Yeah, that's right. It's not gonna make that.
Here's a
It's in
nice little
Stokes
number.
County.
Yeah.
Community School of Davison to Swain County. Man.
Yeah. That's gonna be from Charlotte to what's the town there that what come on?
I just went there last year.
Bryson City.
Yeah, that's it. Bryson City.
Bryson City.
Good little hop.
Yeah.
Good little hop.
Well, who was it last night that went to Hayesville? It was
Holland Tech.
Holland Tech. I mean, that had to be one of the
Oh, boy.
longest drives of round one.
Oh, yeah.
Was that one? But you know what? I mean, we talk about it and all this kind of stuff. These kids that are playing these games, they don't care how far they go.
No, they probably enjoyed
They
it.
don't
Got out
care
of
how
school
far-
early.
That's one of the fun
Got to
parts
sleep on a
about
bus.
being a team.
Yeah.
Road trips, that sort of thing. Yeah. The kids don't mind.
Yeah,
it, don't
Davidson to Bryson City's 190 miles.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Brad. I don't know what's going on with the Max Crep, but it only shows about.
I know.
Yeah, they're not
it only
there.
shows a
20 or-
portion of the game.
Tell me a class you want me to go to. I'll give you the schedule for that class.
Well, start with 2A.
That might be the best way to go. Class.
2A, let me get to the west.
Yeah.
Albemarle at Murphy.
Yeah.
Community School at Swain. North Rowan at Corvian. Hayesville at East Wilkes. Mountain Island Charter at Allegheny. Mitchell at Bishop McGinnis. Christ the King at South Stanley. And Cherryville at Starmount.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted to hear again was Cherryville and Starmount. Phil Ayers says Smoky Mountain played at Forest Hills.
Yeah, that's a long one.
That was a pretty
boy.
good ride.
Yeah.
That is a ride.
It
Down to
is.
Monroe.
It is, yeah. Yep. And going the wrong direction. I want to go the other direction. If I'm going to travel, I want to go toward the mountains.
I want to go
not
toward
away
the
from-
mountains.
Not away from the mountains. What you got in 3A?
West Lincoln at Mountain Heritage. Hendersonville at Lincoln. West Davidson, Providence Grove. East Surrey at North Stanley. Union Academy at Eastern Randolph. Wheatmore at Walkertown. Shelby at East Rutherford. And Thomasville at Mount Airy.
Wheatmore at Walkertown. Are both teams going to wear red and have W's on there?
Yeah.
I think it seems like they both wear red. I may be wrong.
Yeah,
about that.
I think I know Walkertown is. I think Wheatmore is too.
Yeah. Well, so it'll be the battle of the red W's. What you got in 4A?
4A, West Stokes at Brevard.
West Stokes. I'm thinking about these. West Stokes at Brevard. Okay, I'll take Brevard.
West Stanley at Burns.
What's West Stanley's record?
2-9.
I'll take Burns.
Yeah. They got their second win last night.
Wow. Who did upset?
Yeah, they beat Lexington.
Okay.
I think Lexington might have been 6-4.
Their second win.
Okay.
Tuscola at Mount Pleasant. That's a pretty long drive.
Yes. Yes, it is.
West Iredale at Pisgah. I think that's a good matchup. West Iredale.
That should be a fun game.
Yeah.
West Iredale is underrated, I'll say.
Fred T. Ford at Newton Conover.
Ford at Newton. Now, that's a long ride.
Yeah.
that may be the closest ride of the night.
A little ways up Highway 10.
That'd be hard to beat for the closest ride of the night. There, I mean, that can't be more than it's less than 10 miles.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 15 minutes maybe.
Yep.
North Surrey at Maiden.
North Surrey at Maiden, not too bad.
And here's another good one: Bandy's at Stuart Kramer. That's a good. I think that's a good game.
And Kramer, that'll be one of the top games to keep up with for sure next week. That's 4A. What you got in 5?
Last game, RS Central at High Brighton.
RS Central's tough. I'll say that, but I'll take High Brighton.
Yeah.
High Brighton's been pretty solid all year long.
In the 5A, Irwin at South Point. They got to come back to Gaston County. Second week in a row.
Yeah, and this one is not. This one is one of the strongest programs in Gaston County.
Yeah.
If not the strongest.
West Rowan at Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
West Henderson at East Lincoln. Concord at Crest. Montgomery Central at Hickory.
I'll take Hickory.
Yeah. Forest Hills at Franklin.
Forest Hills and Franklin. Yeah. Who goes?
Oh, yeah.
Forest Hills Drive.
Yeah. So last night they got Smoky Mountain to come to Forest Hills. Now they got to go to Franklin.
What time's their flight leave?
Yeah.
Oak Grove at Northwest Cabarrus.
Yeah. Oak Grove at
Northwest Cabarrus.
Guys,
that's good. That's a good game.
Yeah, it's a pretty good matchup.
Davidson
Where in the
County.
world is Oak Grove?
Down Davidson. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And
if it's not in Davidson, it neighbors Davidson, but I think it's in Davidson.
North Davidson at J.M. Robinson.
North Davidson at J.M. Robinson. North Davidson, J.M. Robinson. I'll obviously take Robinson in that one. And we do have a couple teams, right, worth mentioning in the 6A.
Yeah, 6A. We got
Mountain
St. Stephen's Watauga. It's a rematch from just a week or so ago.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I saw some Watauga kids at St. Stephen's last night watching that one. AC Reynolds at Charlotte Catholic. That's probably a pretty good matchup.
Yeah.
Olympic at Sun Valley. Central Cabarrus at Freedom. Two good basketball schools.
I'll take Catholic in that first game just because it's playoffs.
Statesville at Ashbrook.
Statesville's not been bad.
No.
I don't think they're as good as Ashbrook, but, you know.
I don't either.
Dudley at Ashboro. Kings Mountain at TC Roberson.
Good matchup. Good matchup.
Asheville at Northern Guilford.
Asheville at Northern. Hey, you finally got a directional school in there from Guilford County.
And most of them lost last night.
Phil sends me one here. This must have been last night. You may have said it. Albemarle beat Cherokee last night, 21-15. I think the reason he sent it was Albemarle and Cherokee's
another long drive
distance. Yeah. And I'm guessing that one was at Albemarle. 5-6 against a 3-8. So pretty long trip there as well. And there'll be some more, but I still like it. I still like it this way. It's not like
Albemarle's got to go to Murphy.
Albemarle's got to go to Murphy. Yeah.
But they were at home against Cherokee.
Yeah. That's what you get for winning. Right? Hey, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. For Mike, Brett, I'm David. We'll see you next
ever
week.
Get my lyrics?
Oh, tell me what they are. Tell me the group. Tell me.
Say Anything by Peter Gabriel.
It's not Say Anything. No, in Your Eyes.
In Your Eyes.
Say Anything's a movie that it's from.
In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel. Yep. Longtime member of what
Genesis.
band? Genesis. Yeah. He and Phil Collins, which also looks just like Ernest T. Bass.
There you go.
Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.